What's that? Google the Russian film that's been in production for like 50 years. Just type that in. Type that into Google. There's this. I watched this thing, this video from Atrocity Guide. It's about this video about this Russian animation producer who hand draws every single like frame.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. He's like the Walt Disney of Russia, right?
Yeah. And he's super acclaimed and famous.
Yeah.
And he like his animations are insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. But he's been working on this one animation for like a ridiculous amount of years. And it's just like it's never going to be finished at the rate because he's like nearly dying. He's very old, and he's like not even halfway, and it's like 30, 40 years in or something. Really long.
Well, what kind of movie is he making?
It's
animated.
It's an animated story about I think it's called The Raincoat or something. It's
The Overcoat.
The Overcoat. That's it. Yeah, The Overcoat. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
How many years has it been in production for?
40
It's been in production
years.
for 40 years.
Has he released like previews, or is it?
Yeah.
Has he just like said, guys, I'm working on this video. It's coming out.
The yellow like delay thing comes out every 10 years. It's like, guys, give me another 10 years.
People reply to it. I booked work off to watch this. What the fuck?
Imagine YouTubers be like, guys, I'm working on something big. It's big. 10 years later, guys, I'm still working on it. It's gonna be something big.
So they
Update video every 10 years.
they've released portions of the film that you can watch, and it is very beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's also like really sad because it's like, oh, this set of drawing that has consumed this man's life, and that has drove this man to insanity, and ruined all of his relationships and everything. Because he's also like a dick to everyone. Because of course, every director ever is a massive dick.
Yeah, of course.
And he's like really apparently very harsh. Works insane hours. Makes his wife work like crazy as well. And and
how's he getting paid?
I think donations,
Right.
and
Kickstarter.
Indiegogo, GoFundMe, all the works, you know.
God, he must have gone through like every donation platform known to man. If he started 40 years ago,
so they don't have any technology in the studio. They refuse to have any technology because, of course, they do, and they do it all by hand. But it's like at what point when you're making something for so long are you like, all right, come on, fuck off, come on, finish it, come on, stop now. This is a joke. Like, come on, sort it out, mate. Sort your life out. Come on.
come on. There's more to life than just this one project.
Well, you know, it goes past a point where it's just like you are just letting this consume you to a point where you're not creating anymore. It's just taking a hold.
It's
of
just
you.
an addiction.
Yeah. You're not. This isn't healthy because you're not going to finish it. And it's
at that point, no matter what you release, is never going to be worth the amount of
40 years of your life.
Yeah. I mean, there's only a few things that are worth 40 years of your life.
Don't get me wrong; it looks amazing, but it's also very sad hearing the story of this guy, and it just takes over his life. It's like I
mean, he must really love it. I'm sure that's an understatement of the year.
I don't know. I feel like it's not the same. I think it's an obsession.
Is it desperation?
I don't know. It's probably one of those things where it's like it's definitely not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not like a passion. I mean, it probably is passion, but
I think it's only a passion.
I think it's obsession, which is you know, obsession is different from passion.
What's like the longest you guys have ever worked on a single project? I mean, because like you recently just uploaded your cosplay video, you know, very good. Because I remember every few weeks or something, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm going to a shoot. It's the cosplay video," and I swear that went on for like a fucking year or something.
Yeah,
you know?
There was a year. It took a long time. Yeah, it's all right. It's good. It's good fun. It wasn't too.
Was that the longest thing you've worked on?
Yeah, not hours put in, but as in like time and number of shoots. Yeah, it was the most.
Yeah,
you know, and it's fine. I mean, it wasn't too hands on. Just kind of getting the edit down was difficult.
What's like the most you've ever put into one project then?
Oh gosh,
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Is yours
I'll
the
go
fate
first.
one?
Huh?
Is yours the fate
No,
one?
no. It's like the most I've ever put in was fucking, must be like 10 years ago or something now. I made this top 20 list called like the top coolest anime characters of all time or something along those lines, right?
That sounds like a 2010s YouTube video.
How did this take you years?
Okay, so get this. It was 8 parts. It was it was an 8-part series, right?
Yeah.
Because I would spend
8-part featuring 10 characters?
No, 20 characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every part would contain
2 or 3.
like 2 or 3 characters, and each part would be at least like 15 to 20 minutes long, right?
Right.
And I was working on this one single project basically throughout university. I basically wasn't uploading anything but this one fucking series.
Yeah.
And I realized about 2 videos in, after I'd spent like months just working on 2 videos, I'm just like, I've made a massive mistake.
Did you finish it?
I did finish it.
Wow.
It took me And like it took me an entire year to finish, right? And it took me an entire year to finish. And I remember when I finished it was basically when I graduated from university.
Jesus.
And I put the script of this top 20 list next to my dissertation. And the top 20 list was twice the length of my dissertation that I had worked my last year in uni on. So,
Hell yeah.
So my dissertation, which I spent an entire year working on, was half like the length of this fucking YouTube video series that I had worked on in that same year.
Oh my God.
So that was
That's so good.
yeah, and I don't know. At some point, you kind of like it's not motivation that's keeping you going, because when you have a project that big, you just want to finish it just so you can fucking finish it.
Like halfway through, you just want to stop.
Yeah,
But you can't because you started.
Yeah.
The Yowie audiobook took me like a month of it's probably like a month, for at least 5 days a week, 8 to 12 hours, non-stop.
Yeah.
Reading this fucking book over and over again.
Yeah.
Non-stop. Read that book so many times. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it now. I can't look at it. It drives me insane. I like it. I like it a lot, but I hate it.
Because like you get to about 50-60% of the way in and you're just like, this is shit, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore. And then you're like, but I gotta finish it. I just like there's just something about having an unfinished project that just
50-60%
grinds my
you
gears.
can't stop. Man.
Yeah.
You have to.
People can be like, oh, where's Averbridge 2.0? And I'm just like, I did the first film. That to me is like a completed project. That's why part of the big reason I didn't want to continue that was because I didn't want to put that upon myself again to start a project that I knew it's going to take fucking years to finish. And that's what excites me, but that's what also scares me the most when it comes to taking on a big project. Because I've got like a lot of different ideas for a lot of big projects I eventually want to do, but just knowing what it's like where you're like excited, you're motivated for like the first half, and then that just peters off and you start hating your project and start hating yourself, and you're just like, I just want to get this done. That to me is just that is like such an awful grind.
What about you, Joe? What was your longest?
I don't know. I mean,
is there a video that stands out as being like grueling, or like anything you worked on, music wise, anything?
I mean, music wise, I guess like my first album took me like 2 years.
How long were you working on that album for?
The first album I took like 2 years.
It's like on and off, right?
That was on and off because that was just like a side project.
So you throw a little bit here and there.
Yeah. It's like whenever I felt like doing it, because it's not really like, my career isn't dependent on my album, right?
When did you feel like it was ready to like be released? Because I've had side projects like that as well, where you do like a certain percentage, and then you realize, wait a minute, I might actually get to the end of this. I might actually be able to finish.
The first album was like 8 tracks, and I think by like track 6, I was like, okay, is this enough for an album, or should I add more? Not sure. And then like after that, like it was kind of like a rush of like inspiration, because it's like you start to see the final product, and you're like, the goal is right there. Like I just need to run to it now.
The last 5% is actually really fun when it's all the
last 5% is like hell yeah. But I don't know, in terms of videos, not too sure. I mean, I think the reason why a lot of my videos take so long is because either me with whatever I'm working with takes a long time to just come back to it. Like a lot of it is just like waiting. Right? Like so like I did that video with Ladybeard where we like run around the like a figurine like factory, and like we did that video. That video took like 8 months.
Oh god, if we're counting time just getting like prep. Oh my god, it's a different thing.
Tell me you're a Japanese YouTuber without telling me you're a Japanese YouTuber.
Like that video took me 8 months, but 7 of those months was just waiting for them to give me the okay. And for give me a good date to start. And then the actual shoot took like a day and a half. So it's like, I feel like in terms of like just sheer working on a video time, like maybe, I don't know, a month is like the max. I can't tell you which video it is, but I have like a couple of videos like that.
I feel that with Trash Day specials though as well.